Elon Musk's claim that a DDoS attack delayed his live cast with Donald Trump is met with skepticism. The national public data hack may have revealed most of the social security numbers in the U.S. And CrowdStrike's president steps up to accept the most epic fail award at DEF CON. Welcome to Cybersecurity Today. I'm your host, Jim Love. Elon Musk is claiming a DDoS attack is responsible for the failure of X Space during a live interview with Donald Trump on Monday evening. Technical issues plagued a live-streamed interview between Elon Musk and Donald Trump on the social media platform X, formerly Twitter. The interview, which was hosted in an X Space, was delayed by 40 minutes. Elon Musk attributed the delay to a massive DDoS attack, but provided no concrete evidence to support this claim. Observers noted that there were no signals of such an attack on major alert platforms such as Check Point's online threat mapping and Cisco's Thousand Eyes, and there are no reports of anyone observing typical signs of such an attack. As well, the rest of the platform, X, seemed unaffected, casting doubt on the DDoS explanation. Some experts suggest that the platform's capacity issues, potentially exacerbated by workforce reductions at X, may be the more likely cause of the delay. As you may recall, Musk slashed his technical workforce in an attempt to reduce costs as X's revenues plummeted when advertisers abandoned the platform in droves after his takeover. Although Trump claimed during the broadcast that 60 million were watching the stream, the best estimates are that the interview eventually started with an audience of around 1.1 to 1.3 million potential listeners, which is a big drop from what Trump could get on traditional friendly media like Fox News. Now, this is not the first time X's technical capabilities have been challenged. There have been issues with other high-profile events on the platform, including Ron DeSantis' campaign launch in 2023, which also faced significant technical challenges. All evidence points to the issues being technical in nature and not the result of a hacking, but Trump's campaign has been hit by hacking this week, which some are attributing to an Iranian group. The group published key documents from the campaign, picking items that might be embarrassing, like background research, campaign strategy, and other highly private campaign data. An FBI report named the source of the breach as Roger Stone, a key Trump advisor, but it did not identify how the attackers breached Stone's computer. It could also be noted that Trump himself has been hacked twice in the past by the same attacker, who guessed his passwords used on the past two campaigns as being Trump 2016 and MAGA 2020. While one hopes that these hacks may have made Trump more cautious about passwords, it is possible that Stone was hacked from a similar and avoidable mistake. An article from the Los Angeles Times reported on a significant data breach where hackers allegedly stole the social security numbers as well as other sensitive personal information of nearly every American and apparently some Canadians as well. This breach, which we reported on earlier, was part of the hack of National Public Data, a major data broker. The hacking group responsible, US DoD, claimed in April to have obtained 2.9 billion records from the US, Canada, and the UK. The data reportedly includes names, addresses, dates of birth, and as it turns out now, social security numbers and phone numbers. Reportedly, they did not obtain driver's license information, but the amount of data that they did get, especially with the social security numbers, will leave many vulnerable to identity theft and provides the type of information needed to set up access to bank accounts and other financial services. It's been noted that those who do not yet have electronic access set up will be the most vulnerable, as new online access may go unnoticed until it's too late. To protect against potential identity theft, the article advises individuals to place a freeze on their credit files with major credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, to prevent criminals from opening new accounts in their name. This is apparently free to do, but will require that the freeze be lifted anytime the person applies for new credit. Despite the severity, reportedly, National Public Data has not formally notified those affected. This should be especially important, as earlier reports noted that some of this data may have been obtained without the victim's knowledge or consent. The company has stated that they have purged their databases of any non-public personal information about people, although it added, "We may be required to retain certain records to comply with legal obligations." While the story broke due to a potential lawsuit, one hopes that the regulators and legislators will take this as a wake-up call, given that national public data is only one of a growing number of data brokers that have amassed a great deal of information, again, often without user consent or even awareness. And CrowdStrike's president, Michael Satonis, accepted the Most Epic Fail Award at the Pony Awards, an event held during the DEF CON hacking conference in Las Vegas. This award is, of course, in honor of the CrowdStrike software update that caused a global IT outage. Despite the severity of the incident and the embarrassment, Satonis attended the awards and accepted the trophy in person, displaying, according to some participants, a real sense of accountability and transparency. During his acceptance speech, Satonis acknowledged the gravity of the mistake, stating it was crucial for the company to own up to its errors just as much as it celebrates its successes. This straightforward approach and willingness to take full responsibility is a keen example of how to tackle a corporate disaster. In some communications, CrowdStrike has been criticized and even ridiculed, but this example of corporate humility and responsibility was exceptionally well received. That and other outreach at DEF CON, CrowdStrike certainly didn't hide at the event, may also help explain the crowd's positive reaction and willingness to forgive and respect the company for its honesty and commitment to improvement. And that's our show. You can find show notes with the links at technewsday.com or .ca. Take your pick. I'm your host, Jim Love. Thanks for listening.